Yeah, I'm playing a little light music behind rather than the usual sad music, the quick nod, because this man deserves way more than a quick nod. Speaking, of course, of which, I'm sure you know by now, General Colin Powell, the man that was once Secretary of State for President George W. Bush back in the 2000s, passed away at age 84 today from complications from COVID, which I'm sure there was probably, given his age, he probably had other health ailments besides that. And one thing I will say, I hope people don't try to use this to further their argument of for the vaccine or against the vaccine. No, let's leave Mr. Powell out of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might have died from complications of COVID, but that, to limit him to just that, would be doing that man a disservice. Anyway, I mean, in the time that I'm going to give myself, there's no way I could cover everything this man has done. But I can tell you my personal feelings on the guy. Even though traditionally I grew up Democrat, and in my recent years I've become more of an independent, there was something about this man. I didn't have an issue with him. And usually when I see black Republican, I usually see I usually be like, oh boy. Oh, dancing with them. I mean, they just go out of their way to show, oh, I'm not like them. I'm different. Colin Powell was just Colin Powell. Yes, he was Republican, but he was who he was. And he wasn't even afraid to even stand against his own. And when by own, I mean other conservatives, other Republicans. He wasn't afraid to stand against his own. And you know what? Had that man ran for president, though I was Democrat, I would have gladly voted for him. Because something about him, I don't know, I liked him. I never met the man, obviously, although I found out one of my relatives on my dad's side had, in fact, met Colin Powell once. So, Walter Butler, cuz, if you listening, yeah, I'm giving you a little shout out here. Yeah, he actually met the man. Next time I talk to him, I'm going to have to ask him about Colin Powell. But yeah, my impression just on off of TV and everything is that this was a pretty good dude. I mean, he seemed honorable. He looked like he lived a pretty honorable life, as far as we know. And, it was just time. It was just time for him to go. And all I will say is he was a breath of fresh air whenever he was on the TV. Unlike a lot of politicians, he just told frank truth. Yes, he stuck for his own political side, but when it was needed, he would come out and tell the truth. I mean, he even went up against his own party and endorsed President Obama back when Obama was running against old dude, John McCain. When it wasn't really, wouldn't have been popular for him to do so, he did it. So, all I got to say is, may the man rest in peace. That's all I got to say. I'm out.